Hello there, fellow zombie slayers. My name is Stanley557, and today I'm going to be showing you how to complete the Alpha Omega Easter egg. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Step 1. Clear the gas. To finish this step, you must complete the generator room lockdown and clear the gas vents in 4 out of the 6 houses in the upper part of the map. Once the round ends, you'll be able to interact with Rushmore, completing the step. Step 2. Test the emergency broadcast system. Once you interact with Rushmore, he will instruct you to find 4 access codes. The first one can be found right on his desk in his room. It'll always be 7626. The next code can be found in APD interrogation on any of the computers on both the floors. The third one can be found in APD control under this stack of papers. And the fourth code can be found by grabbing this key in solitary and opening up the drawer in the yellow house. Once you've entered all 4 codes in, Rushmore will give you access to the Silver Protector, Adam. Winter's Wail is also very useful if you're a solo player. Now, purchase the Galvanuckles and melee a zombie in front of a green TV that can be found in the bunker. The green TV has 4 locations, 1 in diner, 1 in lounge, and 2 in beds. Once you've meleeed a zombie in front of the TV with the Galvanuckles, the intercom voice will begin to list off a series of letters and numbers. You must write down the order in which these appear in. For example, my first number was F0930. This means I must go into APD interrogation and interact with the clock until it produces the time 9:30. By simply interacting with the clock, you will move the time forward by 15 minutes. If you melee the clock, it'll push it forward by an hour. Each letter corresponds to a different building in the map. A is for Yellow House, and the clock will be on the 2nd floor around the side of the building. B is for the Greenhouse, and is also on the 2nd floor. C is for Prisoner Holding, and the clock will be on the wall facing the entrance to Operations. D is for Transfusion, and the clock will be on the middle wall. E is for Operations, and the clock is right by the Ray Gun Mark II case. And F is for the APD, and the clock is on the lower floor from the wall adjacent to the staircase. Houses A, B, D, and F will grant the player with a new trap, and houses C and E will give the players pack-punch weapons and an upgraded Ray Gun Mark II respectively. The intercom system will give you the order of the 5 houses to enter codes into. To find the 6th code, simply run into the house that has not been named and just simply interact with the clock. The time shown is the code that must be entered into Rushmore. Once you do that, you can move on to the 5 core values of Broken Arrow. Step 3. Preserve all avenues of science and invention. Now, interact with Rushmore, and he will instruct you to find a red Novacrawler that can be found roaming the bunker. You'll know he's in the area if you hear the Novacrawler cry sound effect. Once you find it, lead it through the bunker and towards Transfusion. Once it crawls through this barrier, you'll have completed the step, and if you accidentally kill the crawler, or leave it for too long, Rushmore will instruct you to find a new one. Step 4. Preserve the integrity of our mission. Interacting with Rushmore again, and he will instruct you to find an intruder on the base. Activate Sergeant Adam and take him over to the diner staircase where you can find Marlton hiding behind a closet door. Interacting with the door with Sergeant Adam close by will cause Marlton to hand over the canister of 115. Now take it back to the shelf in Transfusion and the step will be complete. Step 5. Prevail over the impossible to open new worlds. Interacting with Rushmore will activate the 3rd core value. Head into the garage by the power switch and you will see this glass case. Have a jolting jack shoot an electric ball at the case to power it open. Now, place a telepad right here by the glass case and over here by the brew perk. Now grab the server and quickly run into the teleporter, placing the server in this computer by Rushmore before it overheats. Next, you will be instructed to find 3 access codes using Brain Rot. There will be 3 paintings in the map that you must have a Brain Rot zombie knock down. 1 in beds near the telepad spot, 1 in the greenhouse stairwell, and the final one in the lounge near the exit sign. Take all 3 codes in the order you found them and enter them into Rushmore. This will finish the step. Step 6. Protect the values of the American Dream. For the 4th value, Rushmore will instruct you to find a dog, a blender, and George Washington's dentures before learning that the power system will soon shut off. To complete the step, you must use the circuit breakers located in the bunker and activate them in specific directions to complete the sequence. Diner, beds, and generators must have their breakers turned on, while storage, solitary, and lounge must have theirs turned off. Once you've done this, you can reactivate the power to finish the step. Step 7. Prepare for tomorrow and humanity's future. The final value requires the player to repair an ADAM unit located inside of APD interrogation. To find its parts, you must complete 3 lockdowns. In solo, the first one can be found in the yellow house backyard, and you'll be rewarded with an arm. The second one is in the diner, and the third one is in the transfusion facility. In multiplayer, I've also had the robots spawn in the greenhouse, the lounge, prisoner holding, and operations. Once they are finished, you can collect another arm and a head. Now, take these parts to the robot unit in APD interrogation, and you will find Peter McCain. To free him, you must search around the map for an elemental orb. Escort it back to Peter by following it through the longest escort step ever, and Peter will be freed. Sadly, there is no exact guide I can give you in this orb's location. I've had it spawn in the lower and upper floors of both yellow and greenhouse, in beds, lounge, and diner. This is simply a matter of checking every barrier on the map until you found it. Fair to not make this step easy to find. Interact with Rushmore to begin the final step. Step 8. Overwhelm our enemies with shock and awe. This step is basically the boss fight. Head into the APD control room and activate the release sequence. By killing the atom units that spawn in, you will fill up the APD. Once enough souls have been collected, the Avogadro will escape it. A nuke will be set off, but nothing will happen because you are in a nuclear bunker. Good planning. Now, quickly run out of the control room and into storage, and begin filling up the backup canisters with atom souls. The Avogadro will attempt to kill you as you fill up the canisters. My best advice is to never stop moving. Use the terrain around you to hide from his shots, stay on the opposite side of the room from him at all times, and avoid standing near the canister, as the Avogadro can overheat them and make them unfillable for a certain amount of time. The Avogadro can also eat up your power-ups, prevent you from using your weapons, damage you, and also rush you with a mega attack. You can really do the diner, lounge, and storage canisters in any order, but my order was storage, to lounge, to diner, and finally to beds. Beds will always be your last canister to fill. As you complete each canister, the room will be filled with high amounts of electricity, making it impossible to run back through them, and the player will be granted a max ammo and carpenter after every single one is filled. Once all 4 have been filled back up, run into the APD room and shoot him back into the pyramid. Once inside, you can interact with the control panel to end the boss fight. Step 9. To preserve the future and power the past. To finish the Easter egg, simply approach the APD and collect the shard. As always, I will leave the cutscene here. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep on slaying.
Rest easy, my friends. Avogadro is now safely contained in a Broken Arrow facility in Washington State. He's their problem now. We won, because that's what Americans do. We win!
Hooray for us!
You are now free to take the elemental shard. On behalf of the President of the United States, the Broken Arrow program, and a grateful nation, please accept this shard as a symbol of our appreciation for your honorable and faithful service.
Happy, Nikolai? Everything playing out as the Chronorium predicted.
We have what we came for. The elemental shard. Hooray for us! It's too late!
Maxis?
He knows what you're doing!
Who knows? Who does he speak of?
Dr. Monty.
What's happening, Nikolai?
You are too late.
Ah, shit. That's all we fucking need.
Hello, Samantha.
Who
He's the boy.
That would be us.
We're going to fight the war, Eddie. The great war. Then, we're going back to the house to kill him and burn it all to the ground. A guard